Welcome to South Christian's Gymnasium. This is Steve Ellenboss and Chad Rodema for this OK Gold battle between South Christian and TK Trojans. We're going to go through the starting lineups here for tonight's game. For TK, we have 11th grader number 1, Jackson Sias, and 11th grader number 4, Ethan Bonema, a 11th grader number 13, Kyle Van Heitzma, 11th grader number 15, Tyler Gavette, and a 10th grader number 23, Jacob Dreisma. They are coached by Josh Thaler. Chad, why don't you give the South Christian lineup for us?
Tonight we got a junior, Jake Vermas. We got a senior, Nate Brinks. We got a senior, Jake DeHaan, and we got a sophomore in Carson Viss, and a senior in Sam Matadorp. And the South are coached first year by Taylor Johnson.
Chad, this on the paper is a mismatch for tonight. You know, South is 8-1 in conference at 13-3 overall, and TK is 2-7 and 2-13. But you do have to bring it every game. You never know.
You do have to play. The last time they played, I want to say it was a 25-30 point win for South, so we'll see what happens.
This is Coach Johnson's first year at South, and obviously it's a very successful one so far. South trying to get revved up for the tournament coming up. This is a very good team that could do a lot of damage if they play their best. South gets the tip off here, and we're off. Chad, what should South be doing right away here?
They got a bunch of athletes, and just what they did right there.
Nice pass to Maidendorf, who's had a nice little run here the last few games.
If he plays the way he does, I don't think there's somebody that can stop him. His wingspan makes him about 7 foot.
And he can jump.
Yep.
And like I said a couple games ago, he's kind of an adrenaline junkie. You get him going and he can fly.
South, you know, most of the players, all with the exception of one, I believe, played football. So they are now really just getting really into their good basketball shape.
South's up 2-0 with the ball, looking to build on their lead. Three-pointer by Viss, little long. TK comes back. TK's got a lot of juniors starting, so they have a team that hopefully can build a little bit from this year's performance. A bit of a scrum on the floor. There's a three-pointer that's blocked and rebound by Maidendorf. Outlet to Brink. And he's gotten another layup.
Nice run on the floor there by the senior.
Looking to do a press here to get some easy buckets potentially. Forcing the action when you press, Chad.
It doesn't look like, just from early on, that Middleville knows who their scorer is going to be here.
No, right. No one's clearly taking control, like you just said. They're moving the ball around fairly well. That was tipped, and now South gets it back. Good start for South Christian here in their home gym. DeHaan to Viss. Brink drives. DeHaan. A little long on the shot. TK with the rebound.
There was 5 black jerseys there and no white ones.
South's getting used to Coach Johnson. He certainly has brought a different attitude here to South. A lot of intensity.
Yes. I was having
Vermas for 3. Little long.
I was having a conversation with one of the players. They say he's the hardest they've played for, but they like that.
A little extra pass out of bounds, and TK has the ball, trailing 4-0. Still trying to get on the scoreboard. Coach Johnson brings a little bit of offensive I'm not even going to try and say the word, uniqueness,
yes.
Let's just say. There's plays that can be built off other plays, and it's taken a bit for the players to learn it, but he brings kind of a college mentality to this team.
Yep, and he said he's building a program. That's, you know, we think of South having a program, but he wants to build something where year in and year out they're competing for the best of the best, or to win.
Three-pointer, A little bit long, still looking for their first bucket. Nice rebound by Bonema. Inside, picked off by South, and here they come back. Ramas another three. A little long again. I think it's going to be important, Chad, for if South's going to have a deep run in the tournament, they've got to hit their threes. I mean, they're an athletic team, a good rebounding team. They play hard defense, but, man, you got to hit those threes, too.
In there, you know, Vermas could have, it looked like he could have dribbled in 4 or 5 feet and had a layup there.
Yes, easily.
And it looked like Coach Johnson was saying that to him, too, a little bit.
It's like a violation. Making a little adjustment to get us a better sight. South leading 4-0 here. A little bit of a wild pass, and TK has the ball. A little rough of basketball here at the start of the first quarter.
And I wonder if that, sorry to interrupt, I wonder if that has something to do with they know they beat them pretty good the last time and they're maybe not giving a full effort here.
Yeah, that's possible. Three-pointer. Still looking for that first bucket. Maidendorf gets it stripped. Nice play by Bonneman to strip it, and he gets it stripped back. Over halfway through the first quarter here, and we're at 4-0, Chad. It's, like you said, it's been a rougher start for both teams. Nice pass to Weiss, and he hits his three. That's a big confidence booster for Sam to hit that first three. It's 7-0 now.
That's what Sam is if he gets going, he can hit 4 or 5 of those. He's just a shooter.
He's got a pure shot, that's for sure. Driving in. Yep, they were going to call the foul on that. Nice drive by Gavette to get to the rim, and he's going to go to the line for a couple shots. Still looking to get on the board, and this is the best way to do it. A couple of free tosses. TK calls timeout. That'll give us a chance to shout out to our sponsors here tonight, Chad. We want to give credit to Byron Township and Gaines Charter Township for their sponsorship for tonight's telecast and ongoing sponsorship for many years. We really appreciate what they do for us. If you'd like a copy of today's game or any other event covered by BCTV, call them at 878-6781 or go to their website, www.byrontv.com, to access that information. If you want to follow them on social media, BCTV can be found on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube, where we're watching tonight's game. BCTV 25 across all platforms. Chad, what's your thoughts so far?
I think the shots are going to start to come. So far, though, I have not been impressed. I'm seeing all black jerseys on both sides for rebounds. In South, they need to crash the boards more. That's just this guy's opinion.
No, I think you're right. I think they're really hustling. That's the first point in by Gavette. Nice free throw there to get them on the board. I mean, it's only 7-1, even though they haven't scored. They're not remotely out of it yet.
No.
Hits the second. And he takes a seat. 7-2 here, 3:10 to go in the first quarter.
Hey, let's go. Hello.
Now they're trapping a bit on South. Over to Vermas, into DeHaan, and he hits the layup.
Nice ball movement.
Yeah, Vermas saw that, and it was a great pass to get the bucket.
Jake.
Well, that's going to be a foul on Viss in the backcourt. Coach Johnson's okay with that. He likes the intensity and the pressure. When he gets that, he's happy. I think it's taken the team a little while to get used to him and getting used to playing basketball after a great football state title run. but they are definitely getting into their groove here at the end of the season. Nice drive by Bonneman.
Nice shot.
Hits the baby hook there. 9-4 South. Weiss another one. Just a little long. Boy, it'd have been nice for him to hit that for his confidence. TK coming back. South sticking with a man-to-man right now. There's a three-pointer, and that one's good. Beautiful shot by Brody Wiersma. Chad, that was looking good the minute it left his hand.
The minute it took off.
9-7, a little closer than South would like at this point, but it's still relatively early. Dahan potentially looked at a long three. This with a three. He's a little short. Dahan with a nice forward.
Rebound.
Oh, stuffed. He was stuffed underneath. Oh.
Good coaching by South there. Coach
Yeah, I'm
Johnson
not
was
sure.
alert.
Yeah, I guess that's a realistic call at that point.
I don't know if South did have possession there for a minute, it seemed, but I don't know if you can call a timeout without having possession.
Very true. Well, you got to give credit to Middleville, or TK, like you said. They're bringing it. They're playing hard defense and penetrating on offense, and that's what you want to see when you're in a hostile environment.
And the one thing about varsity basketball, even though they might not have the talent, they're going to play because they want to win. And even if they don't win, they got pride. And so we're not going to see Wayland. We're not going to see Middleville quit.
No, that's for sure. South inbounding. The voice you're going to hear in the background a lot tonight is Coach Johnson. He does a lot of talking near us, so it's always fun to hear what he has to say.
Yep, we can do nothing about that, folks.
Dahan with a nice 10-footer, just a little off, and he gets his own rebound.
Middle, move it.
Nice take.
He's very good underneath there when he gets that opportunity, and he drew the foul.
I heard there has been some interest in MAC schools for him already as a sophomore already.
Yes.
Western Michigan, I heard, is looking at him.
Yes,
Not bad.
he has definitely basketball skills, but also football skills as a wide receiver, but I think they're looking at him for basketball. Hits the free throw. Don't have to commit as a sophomore.
Nope.
He's got years to develop yet.
No word on Dahan on if he's going to play basketball or football.
Nope, he's being recruited. I think he's got an offer from Hope. 11-7 South here. 1 minute to go in the first quarter. Three-pointer. Buries it again. Brody Wiersma with his second three-pointer here in the first quarter, and we've got a one-point game, Chad.
Yeah. I'm kind of thinking right now this is just playing to a level of their competition here in a little bit.
Well, they're playing a pretty effective zone here. They're getting out quick enough so they can't get an open shot. Sometimes it's hard to crack a zone if you're not used to playing against it.
That's true.
Clune with a three. That's a beautiful
nice
looking
shot.
Wow. He's done that. He can come off the bench and hit those. 14-10 South. That was a big three to get him back going. We got 12 seconds to go. Working to try and get a shot off here before the first quarter's done. 5 seconds. He's got to get that off. Nice pass in. South gets it. And that's end of the first quarter. Score is 14-10. And Chad, what do you think after seeing one quarter of play? Do you think that we're going to see a competitive game the whole game, or?
I think we're going to see a competitive game until halftime. Now I'm just going to be a homer here, watched a lot of South basketball. I think 14-10, end of the first, I'm going to say South's got a 12-point lead at halftime.
Okay, we'll hold on to that prediction.
If you go by records alone, I mean, we got 2 and 13. and we have 13-3.
Yeah.
If you just go by that alone, you think this might not be a game. But right now what we're seeing in Middleville, if these 3-pointers go and South doesn't, we could be seeing an upset too.
So let's talk about the district here that South has coming up. They're in District 45 in Plainwell, where they're with Hastings, Kentwood Prep, Otsego, Plainwell, and Wayland. Should they get by that district, then they would be in the Niles district and have to face Benton Harbor, who is similarly ranked to South at this point in time. So that's could be quite a challenge. And should they get past that game, then they're playing the Paw Paw or Hamilton district winner, and that could be Hamilton, who's also only got 2 losses and highly ranked. So South does not have an easy road to advance. And what we've talked about before is if they do get to the quarters, they get to host it, but then if South's in it, it has to be moved. You cannot play at your own site for a quarterfinal.
Well, right now, look at South's 3 losses. Northview, Grand Rapids Christian, and Catholic Central. If you were to look at the rankings, I'm sure all 3 of those schools
they are
very top ranked.
Yes.
Catholic Central, they had that game. They'll meet here at South. Grand Rapids Christian, that was their first game coming back from football. In Northview, they lost by 2 points.
Yes, this is a very good team.
This is a very good team.
This with a nice inside jumper, but missed it.
Shots aren't just falling right now.
No, I think you're right about that. They've had some very good opportunities.
Yeah.
Stolen. Here comes Vermas. Oh, and that could have been a double. Brink drives in. Oh, it gets stuffed. Oh my goodness.
I don't know about that
Jackson
one,
Sias is looking at the ref like, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
I swatted that baby.
I thought he did too.
So we got Brink at the free throw line for a couple of free throws. He too is looking at playing football in college. So this is the state championship football team's got some guys that are going to be moving on playing football next year, Chad.
Yeah, I don't. Nate Brink's shooting the ball. I don't know if he's going somewheres. I heard he was going to take a year off and work on his punting and kicking again.
Okay.
But
South hit 1 free throw there, and up by 5 now here in the second quarter. Coach Johnson doesn't have a very happy look on his face. I'm sure he'd like to see a much bigger lead at this point. Nice pass inside, but South closed that off pretty quick.
You know what Middleville's offense reminds me of? The old movie Hoosiers, where you got to pass it like 5 times and then you might get a shot off. But South's defense is pretty darn good too.
Yeah, we've seen South's defense pretty good this year.
Yeah.
They're long, they're athletic, and they can get in there. I mean, you look at Viss, how long he is. DeHaan is long.
And South,
Maidendorf, my goodness, he's very long.
And South switched the tables on them, and they switched to a zone now.
Right. We've seen South go to a zone not that often, though. They're generally a man-to-man team. We're 6:30 into the left here in the second quarter, 15-10 South. Lower scoring game so far. Buckets have been harder to come by. Both teams have had pretty good shots, but hasn't gone in so far.
You know, if South hits half their shots, they got a 12-point lead right now.
3-second call. We don't hear that very often called in high school games.
No. Steve, is this the last year and then shot clock is implemented next year? Is that correct? Or
boy, I don't know. We have to do some research on that. I hadn't heard that, but I wouldn't be surprised. Playing back in the zone again. It seems like the zone gave TK a bit of trouble the last couple times down. They're moving quickly and their arms are up, so that makes penetration look difficult. But they're being patient, working the ball around. Like Chad just mentioned, there's no shot clock, so they could chew minutes off here if they wanted to. Inside to the big guy. Nice pass down low. Nice play by Kyle Van Heitzma, but that was off Jackson Sias' nice pass to him. Into Viss, ball booted, and he gets it back and makes the layup. He's really good around the basket.
He's really
Chad.
good. He's just got a sense. He comes from a line of his 3 brothers, or 2 older brothers. And I think he's the best one of all of them.
Out of bounds, south ball with a 5-point lead, bringing Weiss back in. Looks like Johnson has a philosophy here. He wants to execute on this zone.
I hear high-low a lot.
Yeah, it's off to Viss, and that's exactly what he did.
Yep.
That's a pure execution of what he told him to do.
That's what he told them, and they did it.
Nice bucket by Viss again, 19-12 South. It's nice to see strategy working.
When you got the players to do it, too, that
helps.
That really helps.
I think that's a good strategy to have Viss in the spot where he is, that middle spot, because he can penetrate very well. Again, we're seeing it's tough to break this zone. Nice.
Good hands.
Yeah. South's working hard. Post and Plume back in. Post is another of the football talents that's moving on to play at Ferris State next year.
And you know, if long shot, but he could have an NFL body.
Yeah, you just don't know how it's going to develop for him, but he's got the intensity in the body, that's for sure. Nice drive, a dish, nice rolling, but he just couldn't get the shot to fall, and South's coming back with the ball. Ramas is lightning fast, but he has not had a chance to exploit that tonight.
Post up. Double punch. Double punch. Burn.
You see, they took Viss out for a break, and they don't have that center presence right now. Weiss is looking for that 3 if it comes to him. There it is.
Nice ball movement.
Yes, got it into the center again, which is what's clearly Coach Johnson understands. That's how you attack a zone, and he's doing it very well. Hit to the center guy, he either drives or he dishes it down low to another player, and Post is now at the free throw line to close the deal on this time. Ooh, just rimmed out.
Hey, Bird, get in there.
We're still holding to Chad's prediction of a 12-point lead at halftime, and things are tracking in that direction.
My friends would say that's what I do. If anyone needs any painting done, Chad Vredevoog does great painting. Anyone needs railroad work done, U.S. Track Works is the place to call.
Okay, 20-12 here, 3:30 to go in the second quarter. Still got ourselves a ball game here. South of the steal. This zone has caused some problems.
It has.
Brink with a 3. Just off.
They just cannot get that to go.
Yeah, the 3s are not dropping tonight for them. Oh. Now they're back to a man. That was a quick switch back. Still having a tough time getting a good shot off, though. You know, part of the low scoring is the time it's taken the teams to get a shot off.
Yeah, and let's be real here. South makes, they're probably shooting 20%. South, not shooting very good. They've had good looks that just have not gone in. This could be a 10, 12-point lead already if they would have made their shots.
Okay, if we here at BCTV are always looking for new opportunities to connect with our community. The one that makes the biggest impact is the form of a sponsorship. If you are interested in becoming a sponsor of BCTV and would like more information, call 878-6780. Sponsorship rates are affordable, tax deductible, and help bring you even more community-oriented content. Contact BCTV if you're interested. Chad, that was a sequence where defense reigned, I think, for South.
Yes.
And coaches love it when their team plays great defense. I mean, it's the unsung hero, really, of a team, right? To play great defense and win with your defense.
Yep.
Even in football, it's the same thing.
Defense wins championships.
Yeah, there you go. We'll see what South does here out of the break. Well, they're sticking with their man that they did last time. We're winding down here in the second quarter, and TK is hoping to get something going again. They had a nice little run, nice little break there, but wow, that was a good feed. But he was kind of in the land of giants.
Yeah, land of giants, and he just kind of didn't really know what to do there.
Way over to Plume for another three.
Oh, in and out.
In and out, yeah. Another miss. He hit one earlier, but that one rimmed out. There's a three by TK. Missed by Pranger. Nice follow-up and driving in and bucket. Nice play by Corey Holt, a senior. Breaks the string of a long dry spell, 20-14 South. Still back in the zone that they were in.
Coach Johnson is getting upset that they're not getting it inside.
They're a little more conscious. You could see them being more concerned about getting it to that middle guy, TK that is. And that's how you learn in Vermas with the long three, and that caught nothing. That was a little outside of his range maybe. TK coming down, trying to cut into this lead further. There's a three, just off. Timeout, South. I think Johnson sees some things that Coach Johnson that he's not happy about right now.
He was not happy. Vermas is coming out of the game there a little bit.
Part of it is back to what we've been talking about the last few minutes is they didn't get it to the inside there. He really wants everything to pivot off the inside, and when it doesn't happen, they haven't been able to deliver a bucket. So he's drawing it on that sheet right there right now. Hey, you've got to get it inside. It's been a few years since Chad's had a kid here now at South. He had one playing on the basketball team, and certainly was a great experience to watch Evan play here, football as well. Does he play much basketball anymore?
Yes, he plays with your son on Monday nights here at South in an alumni league.
Excellent.
Building houses. He's off to Florida for a couple weeks to build a house down there.
Oh, wow.
For somebody.
Okay, we got 1:14 to go here in the second quarter.
South, the shots just got to go in. We'd be winning by 20 right now. And they got to get the ball inside because that's what Coach Johnson wants.
Let's see if that's what was drawn up in the huddle. Got Biss back in there. Oh, stripped away from him. Here they come down on the break. Oh, nice little fake and get underneath, but he missed the shot and they got it back. .45 seconds to go. Plenty of time to get a shot off here.
I don't think my prediction's going to be right, though.
So maybe tonight we say it's what you don't do.
Yeah, it's what I don't do. I should have not made a prediction.
30 seconds, trying to get a shot off here. Going to the halftime. Oh, foul on South. Nobody's in the penalty here, so that's just a stoppage of action.
It's kind of been a quick half of basketball, too.
It sure has. .23 seconds, certainly enough time to work a play in to get a bucket. And boy, they'd like to go in with a 4-point deficit at half if they could.
That would give them a little motivation, they'd feel good about themselves. Oh, that was Yeah,
Interesting. There was a travel, but it was kind of initiated by a bump. So you could see a call going either way that time.
Yep.
Now South has a chance to grow their lead. Definitely did not foresee a low-scoring first half like this.
I did not.
Hey, door. Foot. Right in. Come on, door. Set it, Nate.
Right in there. That's what they wanted. Out to DeHaan. He breaks through to
nice.
Maidendorf underneath for the lay-in. That was just nice passing, Chad.
Yeah, and you can't really stop that.
Stolen away by South. 0.5 seconds. Thrown up. Oh, that was close for that far of a shot. Nice heave at the buzzer. So we're going to take a break here with South leading 22-14 at half, and we'll see you on the other side.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the diamond.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Be great.
Hey there, I'm Lance Bass, and this is Chip. For more than 100 years, American Humane has been on the front lines protecting animals in times of crisis. From Pearl Harbor to 9/11, the California wildfires, and the coronavirus pandemic, American Humane Rescue has provided life-saving assistance for animals in virtually every major national disaster. If you're anything like me, your pets mean the world to you. And if disaster strikes, you want to keep them safe. To prepare for an oncoming disaster, ensure your pet has secure and up-to-date identification. And if you must evacuate, remember to take your disaster preparedness kit with you. To learn more about disaster planning and how to keep your best friends safe, please visit AmericanHumane.org.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 300,000 participants here in Michigan who take part in high school sports.
You may have heard that the American Legion helps honor our fallen heroes.
Or that the American Legion helped write the GI Bill, enabling veterans to get a college education.
And yeah, you've heard us tell a good story or two.
But did you know that the American Legion does so much more for our veterans? From advocacy on Capitol Hill to serving others in our communities, the American Legion continues its tradition of strengthening America through service. Learn more about supporting veterans in your community by visiting legion.org.
My dad and my grandfather are officials. I've grown up around officials and seeing how much they enjoy being part of the games. As a student athlete, I've always appreciated the people out there who are willing to give back to the kids. The Legacy program lets me officiate while I'm still in high school, working younger kids' games. Officiating gives me a better understanding of the game. I get to make some pretty good money for a high school kid, and I even get to spend some quality time with my dad. There's help wanted. Just whistle.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies.
Selfie. Nailed it. We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's split a ride home.
Bet. Welcome back to South Christian Gymnasium. This is Steve Allenboss with Chad Rodema, and we're announcing the second half of this OK Gold game between South and TK. And South has had 22-14. Chad, what do we think we're going to see here in the second half? Any changes from the first half?
I'm just gonna guess that they kind of got maybe yelled at a little bit at halftime, and I think we're gonna see a different team. And I think.
You're speaking South, of course.
South, of course. Middleville, they're just going to keep doing what they're doing and hope.
This with a nice drive, couldn't finish. And
cannot finish.
Shots are still struggling to go down for South tonight, even though they're up by 8. That could certainly be a lot more. Stolen by South. Now here they come, 3-on-2 break. Vermas taking it all the way and lays it in.
Coast, that's nice, smooth.
You know, in that instance, they weren't pressuring him. He had to take that. Yeah. That was the logical choice.
He's a smart player.
Into the big guy. Oh, he just missed it south of the rebound. That was a nice feed into Jackson Sias, but he just didn't make it. Carson driving. Oh, a reverse
here we
underneath layup.
Yep.
There's the link that you're talking about. He got his arm way underneath to do that layup. 12-point lead for South. Good start for the team here in the second half. TK's got to hold it together here. Momentums can get these games into a blowout. South playing man at this point. There's a steal by Maidendorf. This might be a dunk. No, he lays it off and he missed it. And a foul on South. Oh, that was a bad sequence there.
That was a very bad sequence.
Had the layup.
I can get the excitement to want to dunk it, but sometimes just lay the darn ball
off.
Well,
he did. He actually laid it in because he couldn't dunk with Sias there. But
do you think in his mind was
he was going to dunk. Yeah, oh, for sure. A couple games back, he had 4 dunks, which we were thinking has got to be near a high for a South game. But TK back with the ball. Early here in the third quarter, it was 8 points at half. It's now 12-point lead for South. TK has yet to score here in the third. Nice fake to drive into the trees. Oh boy. I didn't see a foul, but I'm not the ref right on top of it either.
Steve, do you remember when I made my prediction but earlier in the Middleville only had like 10 points at the start of the second quarter, if I remember right. And now we're at 14 here, and we're into the third.
Right. It should have been the 12 like you predicted. Yeah. Nice free throw.
Nice free throw.
By Kyle van Heidsma. Good Dutch name. Hits the second. TK's on the board here now in the second half. 10-point lead. They're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination with it only 10. Oh, wow, there was an elbow thrown there. Looks like they're calling it on Jackson Sias.
A little bit of frustration.
Oh man, that's his third foul. That hurts for TK. He's kind of a presence in the middle, and that'll hurt them.
But the number 22 that came in, I don't know who he is, but he's just as tall.
He certainly is tall. Nice drive by DeHaan. Oh, they called a charge. Oh my goodness, it looked like he was moving, but
be a charge?
Everybody's looking confused. Coach Johnson's got the "you got to be kidding me" look on his face.
I'm really confused too. How that was? I'm lost. Coach
fast
Johnson
break.
too.
Nice pass. Nice deep, but he lays it in. Very nice D by
that was very nice.
Vermas, but that good job by Gavette to get it in.
He used his elbow there pretty
good. And his
good.
body too.
Yep.
Down to an 8-point lead again. They're back to their zone. So we may be seeing the pressure to get it to the middle again. There it is.
Nice
There's
cut.
the feed, and he loses it. Nice passing. Oh, and he got it off before Maidendorf blocked it. Ethan Bonamo with a nice lay-in, and we're down to 6, Chad.
Middleville's just hanging around. What happens when the shots don't fall very well and all of a sudden team gets hot? It's a 6-point game.
Well, you know, Coach Johnson's really been intense about getting that ball on the inside, and I think there's a little bit of stress in the players to try and deliver on that, and the ball's been kind of a hot potato at some points too.
So tonight is Christian schools do it a little different, so it's like homecoming tonight for South Christian.
Everybody's dressed up.
They're all dressed up. They got a little dance afterwards.
They have a dance afterwards. Okay. That ought to be fun.
The only reason I know that is because the other gym was all decked up for their winter formal out.
Yes, middle of February, time for a dance inside. Okay, well, while we have a minute here, let's throw it out to our sponsors another time. Byron Township and Gaines Charter Township, who have been great sponsors and allowed us to show these telecasts and provide this entertainment for you watching. Chad, I think we're going to...
The starters are still out there.
I think we're going to see the same. They're going to try and keep working it towards the inside. I think Coach Johnson really feels that's the way to attack this zone.
Yep.
We've talked about it a bunch of times. They haven't done it that many times effectively. There it is to the inside. Kick to Brink for the 3, and he passed it up. Ramas driving in. Kicks to Viss. His three-pointer doesn't go down. He's had a tough time with the 3 tonight as well.
There's got to be a lid on that basket, it just seems.
There's a 3. Oh, just off. That would have been a nice one for Van Heitzman to hit and really cut this lead. Nice pass for Brink.
Oh, what a pass by Viss.
Very nice pass to get that layup for Brink. Eight-point lead, 4:40 to go here in the third. Certainly a tighter game than South thought was going to happen tonight, but...
And sometimes this is good.
This is good. TK has played hard. Oh, tipped away. Here comes South on the break to Brinks. Misses the layup. Oh, and Maidendorf foul with a dunk, but there was a foul before that hand. Brinks will go to the line for a couple. Chad, you feel like at any moment there could be a big run. You just sense it. It hasn't happened yet. Missed free throw there. That's always frustrating for the coach and the player. You think, boy, I got to hit the free ones, and then you miss one.
I heard, and I don't know if this is true, they spend a lot of time running, maybe it was your son telling us, they spend a lot of time running plays, but not so much shooting. And maybe it's shown a little bit.
Well, that's possible. Nice fake to get through the press. Oh, great hustle by Vermas. There's where we see the speed.
Yep.
He's got a lot of speed.
He had a pick 6 in the state championship game. He kind of had like a coming out game for him for his going into his senior year in football.
Oh, what a great memory, huh? Pick 6 in the state title game. TK inbounding. Got 4:20 to go here in the third. They're still hanging in there. 9-point lead for South. They get it inside. Couldn't do anything with that particular situation.
South D is really good.
Back inside again. Good collapsing and intercepted by DeHaan. Look what I found was
even
the look on his
DeHaan
face.
was like, what happened here?
Yeah, nice drive, and he finished
Oh,
the layup.
coast to coast.
He's got that toughness in him to drive down and get a bucket.
Cam Post checks in along with Sam Weiss.
He's going to try and finish the three-point play here. He's held up well because, you know, playing quarterback, he not only threw the ball, but he ran the ball a ton. So he's held up well this year.
He has put a lot of miles on football and basketball for South Christian. He did a 3-year starter on basketball, so he's played a lot of games.
Finishes the three-point play there, and they're up 12. They were at this point before earlier in the third quarter. Nice spin move drive and a foul on South. Oh, he looks like he might have turned his ankle too. You're always concerned with an ankle turn as to what type of sprain that is, if anything.
And it seems he's already got an ankle brace on, but he's toughening it out.
It's 3 fouls on Brinks, so he has to take a step out.
Hey, was he shooting? He wasn't shooting? Right. Wasn't shooting? We gotta help each other.
Nice free throw by Van Heidsma. Hits the second. Down to a 10-point lead. He's coming out. That ankle, he needs to recover a little bit from that.
Bugging him a little bit, and like you say, Middleville is just hanging around.
10-point lead here, 3:30 to go in the third quarter, and hanging with their zone. That's caused a little bit of issues for South. Weiss with a 3. That's his shot. That's his shot. That's why you put him in there, Chad. Hit that corner 3. That was a big, big shot for him and South. 13-point lead now. Gets around him. Nice pass underneath, and it's missed. Oh, boy, that was a great opportunity for Holt, but he missed it.
Nice
down
pass
to DeHaan.
again.
Another tough shot underneath, and he makes it. Good pass by Vermas. And DeHaan, he's kind of a sneaky point getter. Even when he's not making his outside shot, he gets a lot of those tough fought points underneath.
And you see, Steve, it seems like South isn't like even having their greatest game, and yet we're pulling ahead by 15 now.
Yes, they've had a little bit of run here. 2 3-pointers. Yep, 2 3-pointers in a row for DeHaan.
Yep.
So it's a 16-point lead. Now they're putting the full court press on. They're trying to really put the pressure. Well, now they back it off a bit. Inside to the big guy, and he's fouled. He's back in with 3 fouls here in the third quarter, but they need him in there, so it's worth the risk.
And he's only a junior. He's going to get better too. He's going to be a name to be reckoned with. When you have size and he has somewhat skill and moves.
I would guess he played football as well. He looks like he's got a good football body. Hits the free throw.
Nice form on his shot.
Yeah, very nice form on the shot. Hits them both. Very nice. Down 14 points. South looks to keep things rolling because they've been rolling here in the last few minutes. Oh, nice double team but a foul. That's now the 5th team foul they're both at 5, so a couple more and we're going to be in the bonus, but we're still only in the third quarter. Nice pass to DeHaan under the pressure. Over to Weiss for another 3. Oh, just long. Oh, he got fouled after the shot. Or did he commit the foul? What's the story here? Oh, no, it was foul on.
I think it was under the basket. I couldn't quite see exactly.
Okay, so it wasn't on the guy
Nope.
covering Weiss.
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, certainly they're getting the ball back inside to DeHaan, and he muscles another
Look
two
at
in.
that. Big time players are coming to play when
That's
you need it.
for sure. Another bucket for DeHaan. It's been a big quarter for him.
Yep.
Nice block out. You know, Chad, I've been to 4 South games this year, and I think at 3 of the 4, DeHaan's had a big second half.
Yep.
So he just continues to work hard. I mean, that's going to reward him. Into the big guy. He jumps up. Ooh, it might have been fouled, but South gets the rebound, and here they come.
That was a hustle play by Vermas there that won't even be in the book.
Over to Plune. Into post. To DeHaan, another drive, and he's fouled again. Oh, he is just amping it up right now, Chad.
He's saying, I'm just going to take it to the rim, and we'll get our points at the free throw line. We'll do them the old-fashioned way.
You know, as players that we were back in the day, you do go through these periods where you get really intense and you give your A effort, and sometimes you get rewarded. And he's certainly getting rewarded here with a lot of good drives to the basket. Hits the free throws, too. That's helping. You do love players that can just grind underneath, just take it in there and fight in buckets like that.
And he can get to the hoop. South has a lot of guys that can get to the hoop. Carson Visk checking in.
He's getting the blow. That's a nice 8-point quarter for him, and Coach Johnson was very pleased with his
Johnson
effort.
was pumped up there.
We're at an 18-point lead here, Chad. It's really kind of gotten out of hand for TK. Some turnovers and some three-point plays. It's not been a good stretch here for them. They got to calm down and get some buckets.
And it's like, who's going to score on Middleville right now?
Passed it, and he was out of bounds.
Yeah.
Frustration on their part. They have done a great job of hanging in the game until the midway through this third quarter, and things have gotten a little bit out of hand. For an observer who hasn't watched this game, they'd say this is where the score should have been, but it's been a work to get it to here.
It's been a work to get it here.
Call the foul. So Vermas is going to go to the line, I think, here. Yeah, it's 1-1 now. He's got penetration ability as well. I think he's still trying to find his best game in that realm. He's got the quickness to get to the hoop anytime he wants.
And he's not selfish.
No.
And like you made a good point. I think the best is yet to come for Jake Vermas, too.
Yeah, he might explode next year as a senior. Not that he can't do it in any given moment here, but it's there for him. He and Viss will be the big leaders next year on this team. A little short on the free throw, but out of bounds. South ball.
Stays with South.
Yeah, that looked like they had touched it, but again, refs are right there.
And it's hard. You got to give the refs credit. It's hard to find refs,
And they do a good job.
They do a good job.
There's that penetration we talked about in the dish. That's what we want to see. It. Penetration and dish. Should have gotten the 3 off by that. A little bit bobbled. Oh, poor pass there. Tipped away, and now their middle TK comes back. Sweeping drive. Caught the foul. The foul is on post. Down to a minute left in the third quarter. South has ballooned the lead from 6 at half to 19.
It was 8 at half. No, it was 6. You were right, 6.
Long on the free throw by Drazma. 10th grader in this big game. Hits the second. So a timeout here on the floor. And we'll talk first about how you can get a copy of tonight's game if you'd like. Contact BCTV 878-6781. A Blu-ray is $15. A DVD is $10. If you want to go, you can call that number, or you visit www.byrontv.com to order that. You can also follow BCTV on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. BCTV 25. Let's again visit who South is looking at in the district, Chad. South is in District 43 with Grand Rapids Christian, Kentwood Prep, Godwin Heights, and Kelloggsville. So there could be some challenging games in there. Certainly Grand Rapids Christian is the big dog.
That's the girls, though.
I'm sorry, that's the girls. No, thanks for correcting me. South is with Hastings, Kentwood Prep, Otsego, Plainwell, and Wayland.
Otsego's a pretty good team, of what I've heard.
So Otsego could pose a little bit of a problem for South. If they win, obviously Benton Harbor stands in their way at the Niles district.
A little trivia question for you. The year COVID came and ruined everything, South was in the tournament, and they had to play Otsego, and the game got canceled, and that was the end of the year. I think that was 2020.
An memorable thing.
Yep.
This with a three,
Nice
and that's what we've been waiting to see from Carson. 21-point lead here with less than a minute to go in the third.
It's amazing that you make a couple threes, and then DeHaan had a few three-point plays this quarter.
Yeah, it's gotten out of hand, obviously. Nice little quick fake, south of the rebound. DeHaan again in the mix, fighting for rebounds. He's going to go back to the free throw line.
A little frustration foul, it seems.
We could be seeing some subs here in the fourth quarter should this continue. Chad, we've got some guys in the crowd with candy striped suits. Would you have worn a candy striped suit in high school?
I would not have. And then we got some guys with, like, it looks like wallpaper blue suits on.
Right. Yeah.
Times are definitely different. Well, I graduated in 1989, and you're a little older than I. You have a big birthday coming up, don't you? Or you had it already?
I had it last year, yeah. DeHaan made 1 of 2 free throws. It's now a 22-point lead, 11 seconds. Oh, he lost it out of bounds. South has a chance. Vermas in. He gets the layup off and makes it. Boy, that's the speed we talked about. Another steal. Oh. Boy, what a nice finish.
That was a very nice finish.
In the third quarter here for South Christian, leading 49-25. And Chad, at this point, what are you trying to accomplish if you're Middleville? At this point in the game, you're down 24 points. Do you just go with the subs, or do you try to get the starters more?
You probably go with your subs, and you just continue to run your plays. The problem that you're going to have now is convincing those kids to go out there and play.
Play hard.
Play hard.
And that's where a coach earns his money, right? Getting the kids to play hard all the time. And if you're Coach Johnson, what are you saying to the team right now? Obviously, keep up the pressure, keep things going. You don't want to lose a big lead, but
I think Coach Johnson's going to continue to practice working his plays, because I think there's a difference. South's ultimate goal is to play for something big. And so keep working on your plays.
Yeah.
Middleville right now is pride.
Yeah. I still think South could go deep into the bench here.
Yeah, there's been some guys that haven't played, and I'd like to see that. Now, call off the dogs, too. And like you, this is only my 4th game. So I can't say what the pattern is.
They have almost played everybody. They have a number of injured players that are deeper on the bench. TK inbounding. We're in the fourth quarter here now in this OK Gold game. South certainly the heavy favorite coming into the game, and through the first half it was a game, but South had a huge third quarter and now have a commanding lead.
And they're playing a swarm defense.
Oh, stolen by Vermas. Nice layup given that he was Had to alter his shot a couple of times. All these guys on the team have the spurtability potential. You know, they can all get quick points in a hurry.
They're fast. I mean, quick hands. And they've been playing basketball a long time together, too.
For sure. Into the big guy, and he does a nice little one-hand jumper.
Nice.
Jackson Sias, as you said, he's got ability.
If Middleville had a guy that can consistently make three-pointers and they had Sias there, I think that'd be a different team.
Vermas for three. Hits it.
Ah, see? He can go on a quick spurt.
He's had 7 points here in the last minute.
Yeah.
Three-pointer off by Jacob Rodriguez, and here comes South back. Chad, it's certainly a luxury to have a lot of weapons on your team. DeHaan hits the three. Now they're dropping.
Now the shots that weren't dropping are going to drop.
They hit the 25-point lead mark, and now they're all dropping.
Now you have the 30-point lead.
Comes some subs, stolen by Viss. He can dunk as well, but he makes a nice layup, and he draws the foul. Things have gotten totally out of hand for TK at this point.
Yep.
Turnovers, three-pointers, three-point plays. It's just been an explosion here since early in the third quarter. The bench is cleared. This is the kind of team that Coach Johnson thought he had. That play there in the third quarter and here in the fourth.
That was an impressive third quarter. I mean, that impressive 4-minute stretch there by DeHaan. And
oh, nice layup by Viss. That was pressure too. These guys can take it up with pressure. We're now at a 34-point lead. Wow.
Steve, I'm not going to say we're going to win a state championship, but I'll take our chances against probably any team in Class B right now.
Tyler Gavette with a nice layup to stem this huge run that South has had. We've got still quite a bit of time left here in the fourth quarter, but South is a commanding lead. Floon looking to drive, but pressured and backs it back out. Johnson's been able to quiet down a little bit because he's seen a lot of good.
Yep.
Weiss misses the three, and here comes TK back.
One thing about Coach Johnson we found out is he likes to be a little verbal, and he kind of stands in your way a little bit. But now he's sitting down because there's a pretty big lead.
He's the coach. He's allowed to do that. Rock for three. He hits it. Crowd loves it. I think that was the only person who hadn't scored for South's bench, and he just buried a three. That was a high arcing three. Stolen by South. Oh. Rock wasn't ready for that pass.
Yeah, he wasn't looking for it.
Nice drive in.
Ooh, we got a freshman about to check in. Ike Scrotenborg's about to check into the game for South. His dad is a legend here. A little trivia fact about Ike Scrotenborg's dad, Todd, he made a winning basket for Central Michigan to defeat Purdue, I want to say back in 1994 maybe. Look it up.
We'll do that. Todd is the assistant coach for South under Coach Johnson. Nice free throw there by Chapman. Hayden Chapman, a junior. Rims out the second. Now definitely subs in the game. Viss another three, and he hits it. He's feeling it now. Wow.
Things just changed.
Yeah, this whole second half has been an explosion.
Yep. Should be a running clock.
We were told it was 40 points.
Oh, 40 points, okay. Yep.
Inbounded. Nice drive. Big guy pops a three. He hits it.
Nice shot.
Jackson Sias. That was a nice shot. Chad, we talked about his form, and
Yep.
that form carries out to the three-point range, obviously. 3:45 to go in the game. South comfortably in charge. We've got backups in the game, hoping to get their chance to get in the book. Ike Skrodenboer with a lefty.
Oh,
just
nice shot,
missed it.
Ike.
Dad was happy to see that. Nice little left-handed hook. He missed it, but he's going to the line. Is Todd's older son playing anywhere?
Nope. Coach, he did it right.
Oh, rims out. Another chance to get into the scorebook and score in a varsity game here for Ike Skrodenboer. Hits it.
Shot.
35-point lead. TK breaks the press and almost dunks it. Just missed the dunk. It's kind of a half dunk. He really didn't have a chance. 3:20 to go here in the fourth quarter. Clune with a three. Tipped out, and it is South's ball. Wow, I wouldn't have seen.
I wouldn't have thought that either.
I'm sure Coach Saylor's saying, hey, give us a break, man. We're down 35 points. Vermont still in the game. Inbounds to Skrodenboer, and he
nice
missed
move,
though.
though.
And then the over-the-back frustration foul. And there'll be shots on the other side. Both teams in the bonus. Chad, it's been a very impressive second half for South Christian. This is the team that we've wanted to see, the team that we hope to see in the tournament coming up. That can give us a lot of excitement.
Can give us a lot of excitement.
Hits both free throws. Nice job by Corey Holt. 3 minutes to go. 33-point lead for South. Subs are in. Executed that interior pass there, but they collapsed on it very well. There it is again. Clune for the three. He hits it.
Shot.
It's his second three.
The shots that weren't going in the first half are dropping now.
Yes, for sure.
And if they can continue, South's going to be a hard team to beat when them shots drop.
Exactly right. Nice steal again by South. Vermas with the pass to Skrodenboer, but he was fouled. I think he's going to the line. You'd think they'd kind of be letting him play at this point, but they're still calling some touchy fouls. Not that they're doing a bad job, of course, but refs can kind of control whether it's a touchy game or a let them play game, right? Vermas hits the first free throw.
Nate Brinks looking to check back into the game.
Hits the second. .225 to go here, Chad. 38-point lead for South.
Now it's just basically let's get the game over without getting anybody hurt.
Nice fake. Oh, did he? Yeah, he called the foul there. He was pivoting a little bit. But Jacob Drazma will go to the free throw line. Hits the free throw again. The South guys must have thought it was a three-point play or something. They exited the foul lines. Hits the second. A couple more free throws for Dreesma there. We're into the final 2 minutes of the game. To Rock, picked away. Here comes TK back. Rodriguez.
Nice take.
South of the rebound.
Ball screen, Tanner, ball screen.
Weiss with a three. A little strong. Post of the rebound, back to Weiss. Still playing hard. Rock for the three, that high arcer.
Oh, that is a high arcer.
Just off. Stolen away. Stolen back. Bloom for another three. That's short. That was a little bit rushed.
That was a rush shot.
Back and forth we go here at the end. Just missed the layup. South of the ball. Timeout. More of a timeout to get a player into the game. They're not going to really break. We're at a minute to go. South will be improving tonight to 9-1 in conference and 14-3 overall, with a big game coming up with Catholic Central in a week and a half. That'll be a barn burner here at South. Weiss drives, kicks to Brinks. He shoots a three. That's a little off. We're down to 45 seconds left. Chad, a good effort by a lot of players on South tonight.
Yep.
They all had moments of very good play. Lots of fouls here at the end, which has slowed things down. We'll have Brody Wiersma at the free throw line. Missed his first. Hits the second. Coach Johnson wants them to keep moving. They're certainly not running the clock. Rock with a three, hits it. That's 2 out of 3 for Rock for three. Beautiful looking high arcing shot that dropped in. We're down to 20 seconds left in this ball game. Three-pointer by TK, a little off for Rodriguez. Here comes South back, and this probably is going to be held for it. Great effort by South here in the second half. TK gave a game effort in the first half, but they were just overwhelmed.
They were overwhelmed.
Final score, South 76, TK 38. Chad, thank you for joining us tonight for this this blowout.
It was fun. I'm glad I could be here.
Any final comments to make?
Let's just keep our eye out for South. We're going to make a deep little run, I think.
Well, thank you for watching, and good night to everybody from Steve Ellenboss and Chad Rodema.